Okay guys, this is Amarbir, your host from Chandigarh, Data Recovery, India, with the next video. And what do we have here today? We have this big huge packet which has been struggling to come out from the DHL courier custom clearance in Delhi, but finally I have it. So let's see what we have in this proper box. Box is pretty properly packed, and I can, if I shake it a little, I can hear that shaky effect inside it. But let's see how the packing is done. As far as the box is concerned, I think it's a big sheet which they have rolled into making into a box. So let's tear this open slowly. Here you go, one side. So this is it. Let's see if I can drag my finger inside and all right. Hey, what do we have here? Let's see. This says MRT extended SATA controller. So this looks like a MRT card. All right. What more do we have inside this? Do we have more stuff? It's better if I cut this damn thing open. 1 minute. So the packing is so tight that I can't take these parcels out. Okay, we have another box in here. What's this box? It again says MRT extended SATA controller. Oh my god, we have 2 of these. What more do we have here? Man. One more box. It says MRT extended SATA controller. Alright. So far so good. So if I see this box, I can see that it has that Express written here. And if I see this box, I don't see anything written here. And I also don't see anything written here. Okay, now so to break the suspense, this first box should be a MRT Ultra for one of my students, then this should be another MRT Ultra. This is for our lab, and this should contain 2 units of MRT Express, which is basically my upgrade. I have the MRT Pro, and now I'm going to convert it into the MRT Express so that I can use the latest software, and I can enjoy my MRT purchase that I have since a long time, even before the DFL and the PC3000. So let's unbox these one by one and have a look what's going on. I had earlier also done one unboxing video of the Ultra, so I don't want to bore you with the Ultra, but I'll just see the contents and see if they are different. This is little different, so let's see. Alright, I hope this packet is not upside down. So far so good. We have a small box here. And I had told them that they should ship me some cables and stuff, so these are some small cables that they have shipped me. This is basically a SATA to IDE so that we can use these older hard drives. So I have 2 of them. I think they have shipped me 1 for each unit. Then we have 4 SATA cables, 1 for one and the other one for the other card. And like last time, I have the same observation which I'll share with you again. They possibly are selling ASUS part numbers here, so I can easily see ASUS part number here. This is not those long cables that from Foxconn and Molex, which PC3000 is selling, and those are long cables. These are not very long cables, and I had told them this last time also. I'll explain it to you why I'm saying this. Because if you see these cables which they have sent me, these are those power cables, and since they have changed the card, these power cables are long. Like each power cable is this long, so this is like perfect, no problem. I think every guy can manage this long cable, but the PC3000 UDMA which I have has a longer power cable than this also. And let's open up one of these SATA cables and compare it with that. उत्थे जाके तो गल कर सकते. Okay, so as usual, last time also I had this observation that the cables should be straight cables because they use the ASUS part numbers. So one cable is straight and one cable is 90 degrees. So this is the cable which should come, but because they do it, I don't know whether they can manage it or not. And just as the length of this cable, I think they are shipping this, but you can still see that it's a tad, it's like this much less in the total overall length. This was my observation last time also, and I have the same observation that they are not supplying the proper length power and the proper length SATA cables. The SATA cables are good quality, they are from ASUS, but they are not as big as this, and because ASUS will not make larger and bigger. So if they are actually wanting to give some quality product, they have to go in for an expensive option like a Foxconn or a Molex connector based high quality cable like I have in the UDMA. One fine day I'm going to show you that. So alright, so there are approximately 2 power cables I have, each for one card, and as there are two express cards, because I have to update the the MRT Pro 2 units. So I am going to have 4 of these. So 2 of them are here, and the other 2 I have already explained you. Then there is nothing else in this box. This box is empty. Then we have this small box. This box we can disregard right now. Let's open this up. And when you opt for an MRT upgrade, you should note that they don't supply you the entire set of accessories. So they only supply you the card and some relevant stuff. So here is the MRT Pro Express card, 1 unit, which looks totally identical to the PC3000 UDMA. And let's take it out and see the quality of construction. Quality of construction is nice, but I have that metal plate missing. I hope it is inside, and I don't need to tell them to ship me that again. I don't see any other breakage of stuff at all, and we also don't have that buffer, the ICs which are there in the UDMA. So all said and done, it's a sweet small design. Here we put the input power, we have the output powers, 2 SATA, so 2 power and 2 SATAs at the back. So far so good. So let's keep this separately into a portion. Now let's see the other card. I think I'm correct. They have not shipped me that metal part. So here we have the other card. I don't see any damages. I am very concerned about these SMD mounted capacitors, because these are not SMD mounted. If I can see on the other side, they look like through hole, but I'm very particular in viewing those, because these are the ones which can get knocked off if the packing is not good. So here again we have the power connector for the input, two outputs, two SATA outputs, and then we have an ID port here and one programmer port right here. So I don't think so that I have got the back bracket, so I possibly will need to tell them to ship me that, so that I can actually use my cards. Otherwise these cards are useless for me to use. Not very good, Windy. You should take care when you are sending stuff that it should not be missing anything. But I'm not sure whether your older bracket can be used, because the older MRT Pro bracket is very different from this, because this has 4 ports at the back. That only had 2 ports at the back and the rest were just coming out. So I need to verify that if that metal bracket can be used, then apologies, otherwise ship me that. Alright, so this is the express, 2 units of express that we had. Now what we can do is, let's open up those other 2 packets and see if they have actually shipped me the entire proper contents in that or not. So here we have the first MRT Ultra. Let's open it up. Box is not upside down, it's proper. देख मिला जाके बेटा उधर. Okay, let's see. Look at ਇੱਥੇ ਖੜ ਜਾਏਗਾ, आके खड़ना है ਇੱਥੇ. Alright, the packing is same, the box is same. So we have this small box. Let's see what we have inside. We won't do a very thorough checking of it, but still we have the USB to double. You should remember that the MRT Ultra has one USB to 2 COM port adapter. This is pretty neat stuff that I like. So we have this, then we have all the different terminal adapters. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them here. Then we have the programmer. Then we have the same ASUS cables which I have been talking about. Then we have the programmer cable. Then we have one COM cable and the other COM cable. I had an observation last time. I'm going to repeat it if anybody in MRT is actually listening to what the users are talking about. Boss, when you are selling these small terminal cables and your terminal adapter is connected like this, kindly understand that the 2 cases are not going to be very close to each other. It can be little different, more. So at least a cable this long is required per terminal. You are actually undercutting it and making this so small. So this is a small observation I had. I don't think so. I told last time, I don't remember, but please look into this too. Then again we have the 4 power cables, which is fine. And then we have the same SATA to ID cable for one of the ID points over there, which is also good. Earlier it was not coming, so I appreciate that. So all this is there inside my small box. Let me just try and put everything back. I will hand over this to my cameraman Suresh sir. Let's see. ये लो सुरेश जी, इसको थोड़ा पीछे होके पैक कर दो. Here. देखे गिरे ना. Now let's open up the next small box. The big box which is there inside this box. And I would also like to open up the next one because I am suspecting might be they kept that metal bracket there, but I am positive that it is missing inside the entire parcel. So here we have the MRT Ultra, which is in competition to the PC3000 Express. It's a double card kind of a unit. Here you can see, I really like the construction quality. 4 power and 4 SATA kick-ass stuff. So I don't see any kind of further breakage inside this. Stuff is nicely packed. So let's put this back. My cameraman Suresh ji is signaling like a snake. He's saying that he has already packed this small box and under the table he's thrown it. Anyway, I'm going to put it back. Then we have those one okay type quality, I would say, but I don't think it's a very bad quality. It's a decent enough cable, but it is called the Yakshin cable for the terminal USB. It's a A to B cable. So okay, here we put the MRT Ultra card back, and we will put this card back into this big box, and here it goes into the packing. We have one more MRT Ultra. I'm going to open that up because I want to see if we have the metal brackets inside that. My missing metal brackets. Oh my god. So this is the other one for my student. So here you go. Quite a lot of workload is there these days, but it's still fun to do these videos, render them and put them online. So here again, same topology, small box, big box. Let's take them out. Packing is very decent. I don't have a problem with the packing. I just have some observations and some discussions I want to have with the MRT guys. Same stuff. We again have the dual terminal and other stuff. I am just looking for my metal brackets, and I can find none. No metal bracket in this. So let's pack it back. Metal bracket nahi bheje maine. The other MRT Ultra. Let's check for breakages. That's very, very important. Here again the card, everything seems okay. For these 4 power and 4 SATA, 4 वाला card आ जाता है. So 4 hard drives. 4 cases we can do this at one shot. Chalo, alright, fine. So under this I again have that USB cable, but I can't find my metal bracket. So these were the 2 MRT Ultras that had come, and 2 units of the Express, which unfortunately I don't have the metal bracket. But so I'm going to request them to ship me the metal bracket, because till that time I'll enjoy using the MRT Ultra new card, and these 2 cards I am going to tell them, because it's very risky to put anything inside the computer which does not have any holding at the back. It can just yank out and we can have a computer full of fireworks inside, because the card, which is like this, can go upside down like this. So alright guys, this was this big packet that we had received, small unboxing, telling you what content had come. And so I am now looking forward to my HDD surgery hard drive workbench 1 unit, then the Seagate 3.5-inch desktop slim hard drive, 1 platter single head or 1 platter 2-head, the tool, which is actually a tool for the rampless models in which the head is parked inside. Then one hard drive head inspection tool called the Holder Plus, that's also arriving, which will assist me to inspect the heads under my microscope. And then I'm also getting the tool for the 3-platter and the 4-platter 7200.11 and 12 series hard drives, like the 524AS type drives. And this is also the rampless model. So on this note, this is your host Amarbir signing off. So see you guys and have a great day.